Welcome back then to The Good Show, episode 21, powered by the lovely people at Asus. And make sure you go like their Facebook page if you enjoy the shows and want to see more of them in 2013, because I'm going to get more stuff from them, hopefully. So go to facebook.com/ROG Nordic. And of course, hopefully we're doing more tournaments with them as well. But they're, of course, I keep saying of course, but of course, that's right, of course. They help us here at the show, making sure everything happens. All right, then, so we're going to move into the Dota 2 segment. We've got some stuff to announce, brand new, as in new shit we're going to announce. Should we start with the world first?
Yeah.
We always have
Sounds
a world
good.
first here. What's the world first? Should I do it, or you do it?
I can do it, then leave it over to you.
Okay, yes. And also we're joined by wEppas, who is our Dota 2 professional and hairstylist.
Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right then, Hellspawn, give us the lowdown.
So if you go into DreamHack.se now, it's a new released news item. It's about the Dota 2 tournament at DreamHack Winter, the Vengeance Corsair Dota 2 Championship. No, Cup, sorry. Anyway, and we have actually released the casters and the host and some more details about the production, because we are stepping up one game and one part, or what to say, and actually we bring in the Good Studio. So the Good Studio is gonna do the production for the Dota 2, and we are really happy to work with the Good Studio in a more professional way.
Yeah, Good Studio Dota, best Dota.
Yes.
And of course, the announcement is, if you want to go to DreamHack.se, holy fuck, we're turning into MLG in State of the Game. Is of course the new the lineup for the casters is going to be Too Good and Toby1 as, I guess, hosts in a way, but Toby's going to mainly commentate, and also Draskell and Gods will also be there commentating. wEppas will also join us for a little bit from time to time at the desk, because we're going to have lots of filler content. You can make sure we keep you guys entertained. And so yeah, the Good Studio are just basically the reason we're not doing the couch, the reason that I'm not doing anything that I should be doing, is because I'm just going to sit down and watch some Dota 2.
Yeah,
which is great. Right? Which is great. But I'm really happy. Draskell, first time in Europe, coming over to Sweden. He's going to be doing stuff there. Holy shit, Draskell's picture, I just realised.
It's his passport picture. It's his passport picture. Yeah.
Draskell.
He sent it to us yesterday.
Look at you.
Straight out of West Hollywood, bro.
And of course, Gods that you're familiar with from Beyond the Summit, and also the International, doing great stuff. So yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to be got Trance. It's going to be behind the desk doing production. We're also going to bring over McCormick, our video guy, make sure we get some highlights and stuff done. And I'll be there hosting, and we're going to have space for professional players to come up and join us as well. So you have your commentators in game, and then when you come out, you have a discussion, and then you have your new game. And then of course, anybody that turns up in the audience, we'll be pretty close to the main stage of where the Dota 2 stage is. And there's like 300 people. What are you doing? What's Mingles doing?
She's gone.
She's dude. That's
remember
you're
not to
ruining
close that
the
door.
announcement. Yeah. So hopefully it will be really good. I'm not in on this joke. What's going on?
No, it's always these silly pictures, but I
Oh,
totally
silly
agree with
pictures.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was an
I
amazing
totally agree with you. And just to put it in some perspective, Toby1 has casted Dota and Heroes of Newer for a long time. He did all the Dota 2 tournaments so far, the winter and the summer one. And I'm happy that the summer one, he got a small stage and he got some seatings in front and projector screen. This year we bring in the Good Studio with having actually a real studio, so you can have all the 4 guys and actually bring in players, talk with them. And also it's going to be a big projector screen, about 300 seats or something like that. So like if you love Dota 2 and you want to come to DreamHack and watch the Good Studio with the Too Good leading the pack and watch some awesome Dota. I mean, both MCW, the reigning champions, Navi, and a lot of other top teams. Mm-hmm. For example, NewmaN's Dignitas is coming there, but also EG from America. So I think that the Dota 2 tournament is going to be a really kick-ass tournament, especially that you can enjoy the good show and a good stream.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've played a lot of Dota.
Yeah,
I kind of realised why I've been playing so much Dota. It's because literally all the FPS games just pretty shitty lately. Someone was asking me, like, you know, why, and I was just like, I just don't have any other games I want to play. Everyone's just checking out what you guys are doing in chat. Apparently, there's just like so many pictures. I might as well
The thing is that I would win this show match, the grudge match in 2012. I'd win it
But
hands
I'm a
down.
little bit bumped though that we cannot bring the good couch for sure for DreamHack. I think it was a really cool thing at the summer event. But of course, getting a high quality Dota 2 stream is even better, I think, and I think it's gonna be a kick-ass.
Red Eye. I don't suck at Counter-Strike. I really suck at Counter-Strike.
Who's the best, too good or trans at Counter-Strike, or was in the best?
What? He's way better.
Yeah.
He played Quake though, but he played like some sort of retarded mod.
You never really. I thought you like played some rounds at least.
Yeah, I did. My proudest moment in Counter-Strike was when I was with Fnatic as a manager, and they were warming up versus was it MYM, like Lauke, Neo.
Yeah, the Polish fight.
Yeah, right. So this is what happened, right? Sat down, yeah, and I was sat down next to, I think it was Forest, and basically it was Inferno. We were T, and then you know those arches that you get through before you get to the, you can go off to the B bomb site, and then you go. You guys are with me, right? You know, hopefully you're with me. I know you're not pros like I am. And basically, it was me and Forrest, and then there was a bunch of Polish people invading through Banana. And then Forrest, he went out first. I was like, don't do it, man. He died. It was only warm-up, and then they ran round, and there was like 4 of them, and I just fucking sprayed my AK, and I killed all of them, and they were so surprised that they were like, what the fuck? Who did that? Because it was only warm-up, it was like fucking around, so I sat down, and then they turned around and it was me, and I was like, ah, Quake skills, motherfuckers. I just held my AK down and I killed Neo and Lauke. Just sprayed the fuck out of him. Easy Polish,
His
go
name
down
is
quickly.
Luke,
At least the girls do.
Cool story, bro. No, but I like it. It was a kick-ass story. I'm not surprised. Games with weapons. Deadly things happens.
Anyway,
should we move on to the other Dota 2? Because quite a lot is going on, I guess, wEppas.
Yeah, I guess we should. Starting off first, I guess, would be the Valve partners up with Nexon to bring Dota 2 to Korea and Japan.
oh, we're actually doing the Dota 2 segment now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We actually started it now.
I was just looking at pictures of Hellspawn.
Yeah, there were some
Here's
really
another
funny
Stop
pictures
doing those
actually.
crazy pictures.
Here's another one. Right, okay, sorry, wEppas, I'm ruining your segments. I'm sabotaging your career. What are you saying, wEppas? Where are we going?
Yeah, Valve partners up with Nexon to release Dota 2 in Korea and Japan. So now they got Korea, Japan, and China covered with publishers.
Alright,
Which
boom.
is
What are they doing
cool.
in India, though?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the big India.
Okay.
But I'm not familiar with Nexon. Maybe I should be, but it's one of the biggest publishers in the Asian region.
wEppas will tell us.
It's a worldwide leader in free-to-play online games.
Ah, right. Oh, yeah. Nexon is the one who did
Alright, so
Counter-Strike.
he works for Cisco, and he works for Nexon. I'm
No,
onto this corner.
Nexon was the one who did Counter-Strike Online, right? So they bring big games from the Western world and make them free to play to suit the Asian market. Yeah,
Heard about Counter-Strike Online? Street told me when you can like upgrade your knives and shit, and they played against them in China or something, the Fnatic team. And the Chinese team had been playing so much, and Fnatic hadn't, and then they came in with like big katanas or something, like big swords, just raped them in the knife rounds, because they had like 3 times the range.
They had upgrades.
Okay, well, it's still good, so there we go. Valve
but-
doing things, and
Then I know who Texan is.
just
but
don't
this is
question
huge.
Valve, Hellspawn. Yes, okay. Okay, so we got Meet Your Makers, Star Ladder, drama responses. Last week we got some news about Meet Your Makers complaining about Star Ladder treating people better, like some people, which was Navi and also joined Dota, and also the hotel conditions were crap and all this other stuff. We kind of got the news, we were like, oh, we're just going to throw it out there. We didn't really know what we were talking about so much, but we did leave it open to keep your eye on. If you kept your eye on it, you will now see that our replies, the first one's from Join Dota, which is Toby Kenobi and Moose, I think he's called, who basically said, no, there was no extra special treatment. They bought all their own food from Join Dota. Valat said, no, this is not what happened. No one got special treatment, and Puppy as well also, and Wagamama as well got involved.
Puppy said that.
So everyone had a pretty strong case saying, actually, Meet Your Makers, this isn't what you think happened.
Yeah, like Meet Your Makers said something about the hotels, and Puppy went out and said like, no, we actually bought the hotels for ourselves. Like we didn't get them.
Yeah,
because they were staying in like four-star hotels or something.
And like Wagamama said that they knew that it wouldn't be like the best hotel, more close. And I think that last week when we talked about it, I just said that isn't it stupid of them to just not rent a really good hotel because it's not that expensive in Kiev. And of course now it has better knowledge of their capital city. Yeah. Seems like Meet Your Makers. No one is agreeing with them, and I thought it was kind of silly to use a anonymous ESL guy
who actually went out and said that he didn't want he didn't want his statement to be in there.
Really? That also?
He actually went out and said that to them, but they still put it in. But Waga also said like they were there to play, not to live in fancy hotels or whatever.
But didn't Puppy get I haven't watched the Talk Talk that. He got really mad, right?
Yeah,
Did he get criticized because he was like over the top, or
no?
Was
people were just starting to laugh about
it. They laughed because he can be very vocal and very precise in his critique.
Very vocal in that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm keep coughing, but yeah, so we can wrap that up pretty quickly, guys. I mean, if you really want to find out more about it, there's so many posts about it, but. On the plus side for Meet Your Makers, 2 can take away from this. The first thing is they're still invited to Star Ladder Season 4 because that just got announced. So Star Ladder Season 4 is going to happen and Meet Your Makers also invited. And of course, if they're going back to Ukraine and want advice on hotels, I know some pretty good ones that charge per hour. Check them out. And then, so Star Ladder, announcing the next season is really what you want to
It's actually started already as well. So it started already. And
yeah,
the qualifier is done as well. No Tyrant to qualified. I don't know about the second team, but they played against Navi today, the first game in the season, and they won. So you should go watch that game. It was actually really interesting.
Okay. So continuing on, the Defense Season 3 is announced. $20,000 prize pool, $10,000 to the winner. NewmaN would not be impressed as he thinks the prize distribution should be better. Sponsors for this are going to be Roccat and owned3d.tv. And it's got a lot of good teams and it's a good prize pool. So join Dota doing another defense. And it's a really
one of my
big
favorite tournaments to watch online, and I think that they succeeded really well for the first two extensions. Didn't they have 10,000 euro? So they changed to dollars and then double it?
Yeah, it was euros before, I think, as well.
Well, was it 10 or 20?
10, I think.
Yeah, okay.
10 or 15.
So they adding prize money into it, which also is really good to be competitive and making sure that the teams prioritize the defense. Is there any Chinese teams? It's not, right?
No.
That's of course sad. But it seems like the Chinese teams are getting really busy.
Yeah, they got G League and G1 and like all the leagues are switching over because I actually heard that on the talk show last night. Pretty much DK went out and said that they're only going to practice Dota 2 and that's why all the Chinese leagues are switching over to Dota 2 because they don't want to lose DK.
Really?
Yeah.
DK, DK.
Yeah, Brack said that on Mad, the talk show last night.
Okay.
But do you know, is DK that extremely strong and wealthy organization who bought the other team before the first international?
I have no idea actually.
Because I always mix them together because
you thinking IG or DK or
you thinking, okay. Sure.
Well,
sorry for not having every fact straight.
Wait until we got Draskell and webpads. Then our Dota 2 segments.
But DK is burning, right?
Yeah.
It was IG.
Okay. It was IG.
But yeah, the defense.
That was the people. Chat knows more than us.
But the defense got 8 slots for qualifiers. So,
all right.
Yeah. So it's 24 invited teams and
a lot
8
of games
teams that can qualify. So
and they normally do it in double group stage and.
I think they're gonna do a double group stage again.
Triple?
Apparently, there's rumors. People are saying, just to go back to your point, sorry, Burning and 2 other guys left eHome for DK for apparently a cool meal. So maybe there's some truth in what you said. If our chat is awesome, which we can only assume are not. But
yeah, because I know there were drama before the first international. Anyhow, there's one.
I'm dying. Sorry, I'm Don't know why I'm coughing so much, everybody. Epic LAN is to host a Dota 2 tournament for £3,000, which is in the UK. Do you know, how much do you know about Epic LAN, wEppas?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, Epic 10. It's called Epic 10, right?
Oh yeah.
And they have Call of Duty 4, and they have CSGO, and they have Dota 2, and they're spreading
No, Epic 10 is a version of it or whatever.
Trans is starting to laugh.
CSGO.
Why are you laughing, Trans?
He said Cisco again.
No.
Cisco again.
Cisco? CSGO?
No, he said Cisco.
No, of course not. Fucktard. Anyway,
It's like Trance is like some kindergartner. He's like, oh, he said booty.
Just to give some knowledge bomb about Epic 10 is that I think there is their 10th event, and normally they're doing kind of small events. Now they change to a larger venue, and they getting even more into esports. And I think it's not so far away from London, maybe about 1 hour or something drive. So I think that Epic 10 can be a cool English event.
Yeah, you know, one thing I notice when I see all the Dota 2 tournaments, and I look for this, in all the lineups of all the teams, I don't see one English person.
Yeah.
Not even in a fucking team. So hopefully, multiplayer's there, but maybe this will give something to some local talent, and maybe they'll take it further if it's something they enjoy. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Apparently they had a Team Fortress 2 tournament, and that wasn't a great turnout previously. So they're stepping it up. So keep an eye on Epic LAN. It's going to be in February, so it's a way off yet, but it's been announced. So Fnatic Revenge Free, also known as Fnatic Play, $500 prize pool open tournament. Woohoo! Fnatic, another one of these teams like EG that has their own tournament section.
Yeah.
Keep
I think
on
that the
selling to those
North
sponsors.
American team played in 2 of those or something, and they placed like first or second or something before they got picked up.
All right,
But
and
it's
then,
an open tournament, so
yeah.
it's nice.
And next on the list, I'm giving you something to do, wEppas, because I feel like we've ruined your segment.
Yeah, well, next on the list, that's something we forgot to mention last week, which is Ghost League Season 5 started last Thursday, which is $5,000 prize pool for Division 1. So they started last week and been going on, I think it's like 1 match left in round 1 or something. So
Who's commentating this?
Purge, Cheever, What is Hip, I believe, are the 3 like main that commentates. And the Division 1 teams are Navi, KIP, Team Zero, Fubar, Meteor Makers, Next, Empire, and Pulse.
Okay. You been watching it?
Yeah, I watched a few games.
Any good?
Yeah.
How does it compare to Beyond the Summit?
Well, you can really compare Chinese Dota to like.
I really like
European
that broadcast in that event, Beyond the Summit event.
Yeah.
But it's not called, is it called that?
What?
The event?
No,
they
it's
just streaming
G1.
it. Yeah, exactly. They're streaming it.
Yeah.
It's the G1, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still having like the game from last week with DK versus, was it LGT? The 90-minute game.
DK, yeah.
That game was still the best game I've seen for the last week.
Mm.
So it was an awesome game.
Hmm?
Anyhow.
So moving on, someone
Okay.
added some stuff in the document.
So the last thing is pretty much Pendragon.
Yeah.
So
gonna
who
bash
wants to
about
do
that?
this?
I don't know.
Explain
the-
it, please.
Yeah, what's the news on this?
Well, it's the whole Dota All-Star stuff that happened, and pretty much Pendragon's answer to it.
So
Which is pretty
explain
fun.
the whole Dota
So
All-Stars
Dota
concept.
All-Stars was a big community site, which was, I think, the biggest Dota community site.
If you can compare it to League of Legends communities.
Oh, what was it they compared it to? Like pretty much Team Solo Mid, Reign of Game, the subreddit, and the official forums together.
And CLG
Yeah.
is that big.
Yeah.
So Dota All-Stars, that big community site, lots of contributors, and Pendragon.
Maybe you can say it's the
Hosted
Team Liquid
the website.
of Dota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
And
almost bigger
Dota back
than
in
that as well.
Dota back in its day was about 20 million players.
Yeah.
Just Dota. So
Yeah.
so Dota All-Stars.
And who is Pendragon for those who don't know?
He was helping out with the development for Dota. Right?
Yeah.
And then he hosted that site, and then he went to Riot and started working on League of Legends.
Basically, Pendragon went to Riot. Ice Frog went to Valve. They were 2 of the people that ended up, working together on Dota. I think there was like Dota, then there was Dota All Stars, and then
Oh, it
all
was
this
an
other
admin.
stuff. He's an admin, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so he had the forums, and pretty much when he went to Riot, he ended up just like taking the forums, like just locking them, like just they were either taken down or locked. I wasn't using Dota All Stars back then, but the thing is like basically what you're doing is there's a site with a massive community. He kind of just fucked them basically, said you can't use this site, and then I think he was like redirecting it to try League of Legends. As in sign up to League of Legends.
That's a fucked up.
I was like, try League
and
of
he's
Legends,
working
it's a
for
free
Riot.
game.
Yeah.
That was his selling point. That's what got him the contract.
Oh
He's like, you
my.
guys, listen to this. I can take the biggest Dota community, put a big fucking LOL banner on it. Think about all the traffic. Think about the new accounts.
Do you really think that
Pay
Riot
me
likes
$80,000
it?
a year. I don't
Like,
know.
not to be like that. I think that Riot would be really upset with it because why would they like get a lot of people hating them? Because
Well, the thing is, yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
this
it's
is what I've
employed.
been told. Because the thing is, I didn't actually see it, and unfortunately, I left Dota like 2006 or something. Like I stopped playing around then. So this is second information from me, guys. So sorry, I'm not going to be the best at storytelling on this, and if I get shit wrong. But as far as I know, yeah, that's pretty much the story. He had control of the website, took it down, as in redirected people to League of Legends, and lately he's come back and said, hey, you can have the text, format of the website to get it back
so
up.
it's nothing new. It didn't happen this week.
Yeah, well,
No,
recently
he took down the
he's come
site
back.
3 years ago, and he promised to bring it up again like a week after. And 3 years later, releases the text format of the website and says, "Here it is." And then people started bashing on him because it was like, you should have released this 3 years ago and was supposed to be the site. And he pretty much went out to the Dota community and said, "Fuck you all."
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because everyone was
Yeah.
blaming him, and his response was "fuck you too."
Yeah.
So wait. Let me try to understand it. He was working with Ice Frog. Then he went to
No,
Riot.
it was just for the community, for that site.
Okay,
It was just
but he went to
Dota All
Riot,
Stars,
and
yeah.
at that time he took down the Dota forums that he had.
Yeah, which is Dota All Stars,
Yeah.
which is basically the place everyone.
So
wanted
everybody
to be.
hated him at that time when he joined Riot.
Well, he said he was obviously going to bring it back up,
All right.
and then
he brought it back and said,
Three
"Go
years.
to League of Legends."
no,
He kept the domain and had an ad for League of Legends instead.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
But he took
basically
the
3 years
photos down,
later, he comes back and says, "Here's the text format for the website. Enjoy."
Shit.
And then kind of just comes out like, "Hey, I'm."
They're saying
like,
basically
helping.
it was like the Team Liquid of Dota. Like he just shut
Yeah, well,
down he pulled the plug on the
I
Team
mean,
Liquid
it was
of Dota.
it was probably I don't think there was a comparison. I don't think Team Liquid's that big. I don't think anything's actually been that big, because if you've got because when you had to download, I believe that Dota All Stars was like. What was the website that you used to have to download all your Dota updates from? Was it Play Dota?
Dota?
Get Dota.
Get Dota.
Get Dota.
Okay, it was Get Dota. But like Dota All Stars was the website that everyone was going to.
Yeah.
And that was a 20 million sized game. Like that's how many people were actually playing Dota back then. Was like we hit 20 million, and you think League of Legends now is like what 36, 40. So back then it must have been absolutely fucking huge. And just to take that down, redirected to League of Legends, come back, and then he got flamed, and then he was like, "Fuck you too. I've always tried to do." Basically, there's a post up here, but it's like,
This is
I've
his
always
response.
tried to, do the right thing, and everyone's just flaming him. So he's really just made it and even people in the League of Legends community were like, they were explaining it to some of the people, saying, imagine if this happened the other way around, it's still a fucking douchebag.
So people are
move.
starting to flame him in the League of Legends community as well. Like the whole subreddit is flaming him.
So you can say coming back trying to do something was a bad call.
Oh yeah, Play Dota
Well,
launch
doing
after Dota All Stars was taken down. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember because it's so fucking long ago for me. Same time for you, I know, but I did lots of stuff.
Well, of course, I can get him not wanting to work with the Dota
Since.
forums when he's working for Riot with a competitive game, but doing like that is a
Yeah, but of course,
douchey
but he could have
thing.
gave it to someone else.
And I don't think anyone is earning getting anything good out of this. This is only bad for everybody. So
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
It's kind of weird, and people wanted to talk about us to talk about it because they probably wanted some strong opinions and flame. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just some guy being an idiot. You can't really say much more than that. And we probably don't have all the facts of the story, but you can check it out, make you decide yourself. and then
But man, 3 years ago, I mean, League of Legends was kind of weak or really weak at that point.
it would have probably.
I remember it from WCG 2010, and then also about, I think it was CB 2011, or if it was Gamescom 2010. I mean, the League of Legends didn't have a good start when they were about to release the game, and what they did in the first couple of months.
Yeah.
So even a stranger move.
I can't have a strong opinion until I know exactly what happened. Sorry, guys. I don't want to speak off, but it just sounds retarded. So my strong opinion is it sounds dumb.
There's a lot of shit going on.
And yeah, our Dota news is kind of weird because Dota's still in that growth stages. So we're talking about these. If these were the tournaments, some of these tournaments were the ones in StarCraft 2, we wouldn't mention them. If you know what I mean. But because they're Dota 2, we're mentioning them, like, you know, $500 Fnatic Cup, and it's just still in its... Huh? Bias. Get in your race car, Newman. Yeah, even MetaBees wrote something up here.
Wrote the story pretty much.
I think as soon as like gets more regular big tournaments for Dota, of course you're not going to talk about these small tournaments. I mean, in StarCraft 2 from the beginning, you talked about the $500, the $1,000 tournaments also. So I think it's going to change. But for me, I don't really consider any tournaments less than $10,000. Like that's what maybe gives my interest.
I'm going to read what MetaBee writes because MetaBee is awesome. I'm just going to sum it up in his way. So the summary is, just so we can clear this segment, Pendragon was running DotaRuleStars.com. The forum was the nexus of the Dota community. It was the Dota... it was to Dota what Team Liquid is to StarCraft. It was where the designers of the mods and players interacted with each other. Millions of posts, guides, discussions, and it was basically the Dota community. Then Pendragon got hired by Riot, who were developing League of Legends, a game similar to Dota, but turned... I think there's some spelling errors. Turned out to be more approachable to casuals. Pendragon shut down DotaRuleStars.com, and instead of directing traffic to what was instead directed traffic to what was basically advertisement for League of Legends. So after burning down this huge community and holding the forums for himself for 3 years, he comes with this apology. And the apology was linked, and you can find it. All right. So, and everyone started flaming him more. Okay. So player changes in Dota 2. What's been going on, wEppas?
It's not too many.
What do you want to do?
No. It's I mean, just things that are coming out here. Basically, if you had access to that much information and took it and brought it to LoL had every fucking thing on Dota right there to pick and choose what they wanted to import into their game.
Yeah.
Like,
Ice Frog.
Massive.
Had it all up here.
But how was it? Ice Frog worked for S2 first for a while.
No,
He didn't work for them, but he helped them out, right?
But he was never involved with Riot, right?
He was. I can't remember.
Like, talking with them or helping them out, but he never worked for them, like, as an employee.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the whole Ice Frog thing.
No, but just sorry.
Yeah. No, I just because I don't know even what happened behind the scenes. So if we start talking about that, it's just going to go mental. Player changes in Dota 2. wEppas, bring us the player changes, man.
Player changes. Yeah. Eternity announces a Dota 2 team.
Who the fuck are they?
I have no idea.
Right, I'm on their website.
Yes, I'm here as well.
Eternity.
Cool site.
I wonder how long they'll be around for.
They got Live in Pink in the
How can they be called
roster.
Eternity Gaming? They've only been here since 2009.
Let me
Hardly.
guess. This is neither a Polish or Netherlands.
Oh no, it's Bulgarian.
Yeah, the team, but
team is
the
Bulgarian.
organization.
Organization contact.
Oh, they have a control.
Holy shit! Woo. They got a blog about us. Here we go. What?
Bosnia. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
They're from Bosnia? What the fuck?
registered in the UK.
Okay. Can we see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look cool, guys. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So they got a Dota 2 team.
New pro gaming team in Dota 2.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. We'll keep a Dota 2 eye on it. And then
I think the
disbands.
second news was even more interesting.
Yeah, the player changes.
Yes.
The Eclipse news, where Yeah, Eclipse disbands pretty much, and Artstyle stays with the organization. And we had some updates as well that Artstyle is apparently gonna stop playing Dota 2, but he's gonna stay as a coach in the team.
Really?
Yeah. And the last update was
about Arsenal. Like, I don't know why, but in some kind of way, I got a really like fanboyish of him. Like, I really like who he is and what he have done with the game. Like, he seems to be such a big personality, and all this discussion with when he left Navi and everything like that. Like, just feels really, really sad to hear him leaving.
Yeah.
Because I still think he has it with him. I mean, he was the captain of Navi when they won the international, so he's a really strong player. But maybe have lacked in the end.
Yeah.
But he has left. He's gonna coach now.
Yeah, he's gonna stay with Eclipse, but he's left the rest of the team because they left and created a new team. So Artcell left the team, and they picked up Nexus and replaced Blood Angel, or replaced Unstop with Blood Angel, and that's a new team called Illuminate, which is gonna play in Starlight Season 4.
Okay.
So
And
that's
what's happened, and within Eclipsia, what's happening there then? They just, well, what they, I know, yeah, but for me, I'm crashing, man. Before halftime, I was on a high, I'm bipolar, now I can't concentrate, I'm getting ADHD. Semmler's not in the show anymore, he's just, what are you doing? Oh, okay, alright.
Apparently Mac, Dubas and Fly decided to leave the team. Probably to create the new team only.
And what do you think about Artstyle's decision?
To coach?
Yeah.
No idea. Hasn't really been performing in any team after Navi.
But they were when they came out, they were really strong.
Yeah, but they it's kind of the same thing that happened to M5, the new M5. Yeah, but they came out and were really strong, and then people caught up to them.
Didn't they lose like NS, Santa, and someone more from the Darrow, the first original Darrow lineup?
Yeah, because
was really strong.
Virtus Pro or something like that.
Yeah, because so I don't think it had anything to do with that. It was more like they didn't get the team to stick together.
Yeah.
A little.
But yeah, he hasn't really been having a good team after Navi. Like, he's been having...
But Darrow was good.
Yeah, but it was like 1 month. And then it's like nothing.
Yeah, but if you lose some of the core players...
Yeah, but still, right?
I love Hellspawn. You just get involved in any topic. Alright then, so let's move on to some tournament results. That's been the changes. DreamHack qualifiers have now finished, and the qualifying teams together are Fnatic, Clan, Poland. We has Asian, and Gamer University.
And Clan Poland was actually a team that got... they replaced another team, Scary Faces, that had passport problems, from what I know. Hellspawn?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Do we has Asian actually have an Asian?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Scary Faces had passport problems.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think that was kind of known just a few days after, so they didn't screw up in any way. They just said, sorry, we cannot go, so we replaced them with, I think was the third place.
We has Asian. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Clan Poland.
Yeah.
Qualifier.
Was from the first qualifier.
And of course, the invited teams are MTW, Navi, EG, Team Empire, Team Dignitas, Pulse Esports, Absolute Legends, Team Zero, Meet Your Makers, and no Tide Hunter. So Sing Sing won't be there unless we bring him and make him sit with me at the hosting desk and earn his jacket. Ta-da.
Oh, you haven't sold it?
No.
No, we're too lazy.
No, we've just soiled it.
It's like wine, you know? You hold on to it, it gains value.
So it's Sing Sing. I think it can be really valuable. What does the chat think? They can bid on the jacket.
Okay, so DreamHack qualifiers are all done, and you can get the DreamHack.se, but also join Dota.
But
to be able to
I just want to ask wEppas, like, which team do you think is the favorites for this?
For the DreamHack?
Yes.
I think that the two favorites would probably be Empire and Navi.
Are you saying Empire? Because that was what I was supposed to, or wanted to ask you, because Empire seems to be doing really strong lately.
They're like really, really good lately. Yeah. And you saw that during Starlight they actually didn't choke too much on LAN either. They actually came second there, so it's like they're playing really well. So I'd say probably Navi and Empire in the finals.
What do you think of Lotus' new team?
I like it a lot.
You like it?
Yeah, I think they need like maybe 1 or 2 more months to be able to like really be up there, but they're on their way and it's going fast.
Will Synderen be Dota 2 immortal if he wins the 3rd time? Is it even possible?
I don't think he'll win with this team, to be honest.
Is it weaker than the other 2?
It's weaker than the last team. The first team, I think, was just like no one really played it, or well, no like real big teams were there, unless except for like SK. So they came out of the BYOC. People underestimated them. The second team was really strong because it was pretty much old Shakira with Kebab. And this team, I don't see them winning actually. Like they're not bad or anything. They're actually doing well in tournaments and they're putting up good games against other teams, like really good teams. But I don't see them winning, to be honest.
And Semmler or James, anything?
No, I agree. I don't think they've got the practice yet, and especially with Synderen, staying mid, all that talk that was going on about him keeping that role.
I think Dignitas seems to do kind of good, but they are like missing one last piece of the puzzle. Like they're doing good games, but they're not winning them. Is that correct, or is it just
3K crit game?
3K crit.
And I think isn't EG a strong contender?
Yeah, EG is really strong now as well when they get JO and Beatus, but I don't actually think they'll go all the way. It doesn't seem like they can measure up against like what we've been seeing from Navi and Empire recently has just been kind of a level above the rest. We never know with online, like everything can change on LAN.
Yeah.
But like looking back at Star Ladder, Empire looked really strong during Star Ladder as well, and that was on LAN. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the finals, but. Like you can see whatever team, No Tyrant can be up there, like Dignitas can be up there, Pulse can even be up there because they also been playing really well lately. So,
looking at DreamHack history, I think it's going to be MTW and Fnatic in the final. Those are organizations normally in the finals at DreamHacks. That's what I go with.
So last tournament result then. Is of course the Avia Avia. Is it Ava? It's Avia.
We missed to join the
Avia Media Dota 2 Cup finish. Did I miss one?
Empire wins join Dota 2.
Oh, you missed one! Yeah, you missed one!
Empire wins join Dota Masters 2-0 over Navi. Well done, Empire. Avia Media Dota 2 Cup. EG beat out No Tide Hunter. They win 1,500, and No Tide Hunter win $500. And it's quite cool actually because Avia Media are getting more involved in esports, which is a company that should in a way because they do capture cards, right, Chance? Yeah. So it's really, really, really fucking good. They're actually acknowledging who's using their capture cards. So Avia Media, I think you'll see more of them in 2013. That for me is much more the interesting.
One thing, I know they're gonna show the most powerful capture card at DreamHack Winter.
Holy shit!
I don't know what it's called. I just read the news. So if you want to capture a lot of pixels and send them over the internet or into something else,
how many pixels? Hellspawn? How many pixels? How many pixels is a lot?
4K, 8K, 10K.
Oh shit! You're blowing my mind.
How many circles can we fit in that?
How many pies?
Triangles.
Squares as well.
Alright.
Are pixels round or triangles?
They're round.
If you get lots of triangles and then you just spin them like that, keep it at the center, you'll get a circle at the end of it.
I thought the pixels were squares.
They are.
Okay, so we're at the end of the Dota 2 segment. Show's gone to shit. It wasn't your fault, wEppas. I just think I'm out of energy.
G1's this weekend. That's
G1 is this weekend.
Yeah.
The finals?
People are saying. Yeah, people are saying it's this weekend.
G1 finals
I don't know
this weekend.
about when it is, but
What?
Scriff?
It's gonna be awesome.
yeah,
gonna be awesome.
Thanks,
awesome.
Contribution.
Contributed.
But
yeah,
it's going to be a cool venue, right?
Yeah.
Who is in the final?
I don't even know right now.
What the fuck?
I haven't watched the last game.
Who's in the finals?
IG must be
DK
there.
fucking lost, dude. Come on.
Yeah, you lost.
Orange, DK.
Can you give that screaming,
Oh,
shouting guy a
Put the
microphone?
camera on.
Yeah.
Get on your fucking
Put the camera on. Put the
I don't
camera
have
on.
it in
Raging
front of me.
Scriff.
I'm done.
He's done.
He dropped the ball.
You've upset him.
Scriff is bad.
Yeah, then. But
That
yeah,
doesn't
IG, DK, LGD, and Orange.
What is it? IG, LGD, Orange, and DK? Yeah. Okay.
Script going mental. I actually had it up.
Semmler.
Yeah, I was actually looking up for
Semmler's
info, but
job
they got
is not
no
to click chat
proper
links.
info.
Right.
Then,
But yeah,
But do we know anything about the venue or anything like it's
I don't
going to
know
be a
anything
live
about
venue?
it. Yeah.
Fucking cool.
so wait,
From going to China.
English coverage is going to be Beyond the Summit again?
Yeah.
Online from home?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Right, great. And that's this weekend.
Just
You know,
from what
is
I've
that...
heard.
Okay. All right, we're
Like I haven't seen info about it. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
only know what people have been writing that it's this weekend, but there's no like I don't know if there's a website for it or anything. And Beyond the
Okay.
Summit haven't updated their
No, that's
Twitch
good.
page because they don't have a
No, it's good. It
homepage,
gives
so, like,
that's something I want to watch. So that finishes the segment off nicely because everyone's got something to look forward to. All right, then, wEppas, thank you so much for coming on the show. Once again, well done, Hellspawn, for asking lots of questions to make sure he feels like, oh, you're like a dad. You're like a dad. Now do what wEppas dad did before he went to jail. And we're going to go to a small break, literally 2 minutes, and we're going to swap in NewmaN. Alright, welcome back to the good show, episode 21, powered by Asus. And sorry, me and Scriff just decided that we should go to the danger zone and just bring the show back. What did you say?
I was like, oh, they can't hear us right now. Fuck all of y'all. Yeah, boys.
Good job, Scriff.
Send
Alright,
video,
so we're back into the show. We got some more stuff to talk about. Joined once again now by NewmaN. Welcome back.
Yeah. Was benched there for a while.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Really bad. Don't coach my mate. Coach.
All right.
Couch.
Let's start with some Quake Live stuff. Quake Live's looking good recently. When anybody does anything in Quake Live that isn't us, I'm really happy. So like Adroits and Face It are doing lots of little cups. So it does sometimes take the pressure off us having, you know, like bringing it back regularly when sometimes we don't always have the finances to, or we just don't like
3 minutes
people.
ago, we just skipped this. Are you kidding me? They just announced 3 minutes ago. Sexy Bamboo joined the AL.
Oh, Sexy Bambo joined AL, yeah.
Yeah, like posted 3 minutes ago.
Posted 3 minutes ago. Alright,
Nice.
Sexy Bambo joined AL.
That sucks.
Who will it play
wEppas knew
with?
that but couldn't
Vegas
say.
left.
Who?
Vegas.
Vigos left, yeah, because yeah, he wasn't. People.
Bambo's gonna play for them during the weekend.
All right, boom. Bambo
He's
doing that.
standing or joined?
No,
He's joined.
completely.
All right,
Alright, cool.
now
Still
into
want
Quake
Sing
Live.
and Bambo.
So it's always good. So there's lots of things going on in Quake Live at esreality.com. Lots of little cups, which is great because then it means that we don't always just put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do it, but we always want to do it, and we found some time and also some money that was in my pocket, and so we're going to be doing a little Quake Live DreamHack warm-up tournament.
We're working more and more together.
Yeah, well, you guys aren't doing anything
This
for us on this. But basically, what we'll be doing is that we'll be announcing the groups for Quake Live DreamHack Winter live on the show on Thursday. We'll be giving away the Good Studio $500 in prize money. We've invited 4 players, which are going to be Evil, Sparty, Avec, and Kilson. Not going to be the Cypher and Rafa, which are what people are really looking forward to at DreamHack Winter, potentially making it to the finals. But of course, it's a little bit of Quake. We're going to do best of 5s, and we want to hopefully get a good showing for it, because it's always nice to kind of show people a little bit of what they are going to see at DreamHack Winter, because the DreamHack Winter tournament will be really, really good. So if
You had Evil in it, right? In your groups?
yeah, Evil,
That's cool. Good.
Evil, Sparty, Avec, Kilson. I'm probably going to put Evil versus Sparty first round, because it's Sweden versus Russia, because of the ping. And Avec versus Kilson on the other side first round, and then the winner goes on. So I think anyone could win this tournament. And guys, like it'd be really good if you just if you're from StarCraft and you're not sure, if you want to stick around on Thursday, it starts at 7 p.m. CET. You should see something really good, and hopefully when DreamHack Winter comes on, you'll really appreciate what you'll see there, because it will be even better than what we'll show you on Thursday. But And Dream and Quake Live will probably make it to the big stage, I guess, for the finals.
Yeah, gonna be at Extreme.
Yeah.
And,
So you'll
Can you
be
tell us what is actually going to be on the Extreme stage? Is it
No,
just
the
gonna be
Ultimate.
StarCraft
The
2?
ultimate stage.
The Ultimate or
It's
whatever
StarCraft
it is?
2.
It's StarCraft 2
I
and...
thought you're not doing more this time.
you're
No,
not
we're
doing
gonna do
it.
StarCraft 2 at the Ultimate, and
Yeah,
the
but
Extreme
only
has all
StarCraft.
the 5-on-5 teams.
okay.
Oh,
So
but
it's
you're going to do
just
Quake at
StarCraft
the
2.
Ultimate?
No, at Extreme.
So it's
Ah.
not going to be in the arena.
The StarCraft 2.
Only.
Yes.
So you're changing it from DreamHack Winter, basically.
Yeah.
Like
you can
Winter,
say that.
you had Street Fighter, you had Quake.
Oh,
So that's not going to be the
that
case.
sucks.
I thought you were more. That's
No, but that's what we're doing. But I would like to say with the Quake Live, like we announced it kind of late, if I don't recall wrongly, and I wasn't really sure about how it would turn out. But now when Rafa is coming for USA, we have Cypher, and Avic, and Sparty, and Kills, and
just no
Evil,
stress and no
Pavel,
worry.
all these guys. Like, shit, I'm stoked once again for Quake Live. Like, you know, I love this game. I love these tournaments. I think the game's gonna be as good as always. And like, the only thing that I feel is that one thing I would love to do in esports is like, you know, having a tournament scene like the DreamHack Asia Open with a one-on-one game. Like, when I've done that, I don't know if I have anything I want to really achieve. But you know, having a one-on-one FPS, I feel it's like the ultimate format for esports. Like doing TV shows, doing these cool intros, having an arena of 10,000 people sharing for one fighter versus other fighter.
Yeah.
I just wish we had one
Can
game
you
that
just
was
describe
as
StarCraft 2?
big as something we have of StarCraft or League of
Shooting,
Legends. I don't see it at this point, but I still think that Quick Live is kicking really good. Like, I still enjoy watching it, and I hope people can watch this Thursday on the Good Studio, and for sure follow the Quake Live tournament sponsored by HyperX Kingston. Let's see, Pantronics, Gamescom, and Twitch.
What I think
Yeah,
Quake
Twitch
really
as
needs-
well.
And I mean, not to be like that, but I think these sponsors are really cool that actually putting money into Quake Live and making it possible for DreamHack to host another Quake tournament. I think.
Yeah.
It's
And of
important
course,
to push it.
if you do get interested in what we do on Thursday, and you do like what happens at DreamHack, there are like Face It tournaments
Yes.
on Sundays as Adroits as well. So there is Quake, and you can find it. But hopefully, we'll give you a good showing here. Faz will be commentating with me, and hopefully, I won't be as tired as I am now.
What did you say?
You know what's boring about Quake is that it's always like Rafa or Cypher in the final. It would be really nice with some new blood for some.
But Rafa and Cypher, that's like Flash and J-Dong.
Yeah, I would say the same.
yeah, but I mean, before Flash and Jalen, you had Boxer and Nada. And
Yeah.
Levi.
Yeah, I know.
Yellow.
But
We need new blood. It would be
the
so
thing
much
is,
funnier if there's like one new guy every year.
yes, we should have a new FPS game with fresh
No,
blood.
we don't need a
and-
new FPS game. We need new players in Quake Live.
I think we need a new game to
Or
get
maybe
new
not new
people.
players, but more. I mean, more. I
Yeah.
don't know.
All right.
Well, cool thing on
Variation.
ES Reality that I saw is that actually they're hosting a Quake World 4-on-4 tournament, something like that. And I mean, I'm as passionate for Quake 1 as I am for Quake Live, for example. I love the game. Always love seeing it. Still, like those games like Doomers, Pentaquad run against the American All-Star team. It was one of the coolest things ever in esports. And of course, like the Clay 9 versus Death Row, I think is the beginning of esports, and it's still going to be maybe the coolest event ever in esports. For those who haven't checked it out, you should do.
What do you think about Black Ops 2 for competitive games?
I haven't seen it at all. I saw some tweets yesterday from some people in the industry, and they were saying that they were actually surprised how good it was for esports. But I haven't played it myself. I haven't seen it, so it's impossible to say.
I've been excited.
They've been using it. I mean, they've been using esports as a marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's the
Vehicle
hot
for-
button
for a
thing,
bit.
yeah, all that jazz.
I've been excited and I've seen that, like, for example, at DreamHack Valencia, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was actually one of the biggest games there with most audience. What only bad critic I heard is that Kim.com, I don't know if you know who it is.
Kim.com?
yeah.
Yeah, Mega.
Owner of Mega Upload before and a lot of
Before
other.
he got reamed by the American government, yeah.
Yes. He actually is one of the most dedicated Call of Duty players ever. I think he was
He's
like
like
in
number
the top
one on the
No,
ladder
yeah,
or
number
something
one.
like that.
number one in all leaderboards, and he
Yeah.
has said that Black Ops 2 is a shit game. So I think that he knows what he's talking about for sure,
Well,
Yeah.
and that's something that is bad at least.
But if Black Ops will real competitive, it would be on consoles, right?
If you haven't
Yes.
got your microphone
I
on,
mean-
It doesn't matter.
it
I
does
mean,
matter because
Call
no
of
one
Duty
can
4
hear
was
you.
really big on
Four. I'm talking
yeah,
about
on
Black Ops
PC.
2.
Yeah,
Well,
it depends on the PC version. I haven't seen it. I mean,
I think
the Modern Warfare games and the Black Ops games have been really bad on PC because they've been console ports.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm
It's
not
the
sure.
same Black
Yeah,
Ops
I'm not sure about this one. If it's better.
Yeah, but it should be on console, I think, and I think that console like Halo 4 seems to do really good. For example, at
There's a lot of hype
MLG,
for it. Yeah.
it seems to grow back to Halo fans, and same goes with the Black Ops. I mean, MLG, for example, has run tournaments before, and we've seen tournaments on console at many places in Europe too. I think hasn't Insomnia's.
Yeah, they've been running a couple of Halo and Black Ops tournaments.
Yeah,
or Call of Duty
so
tournaments.
I think that if Black Ops 2 is really good for console, it can be really great for esports.
It's been big in from PC as well. So we'll
Yes,
see. I mean,
exactly.
It's kind of a wait and see sort of moment now.
But I wait for
console esports,
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, but I think console esports
Please.
is really good.
please.
Anyway, I think I am just waiting for this one-on-one shooter, like Duel, as Painkiller, as Quake, as
would it be
Tournament.
possible playing one-on-one on console? Would that be? I mean, it's possible, but would that be as exciting? Or
No, I think
Maybe
I don't
PC platform.
ditch the console, although I dislike FPS without a mouse and a keyboard. If you just can get a mouse and a keyboard in the console, then it would be the best thing for gaming ever.
that's console, mouse, and keyboard.
Perfect match.
James is now in the chat.
But watch Quake Live. Even play some Quake. I mean,
What are you doing in the chat?
Quake
I love
Live,
Quake.
check it out. QuakeLive.com. It's free to play, and it's a lot of fun if you can find a game.
yeah, I don't know how many are playing Quake Live at this
Yeah,
point.
but-
When I played, it was always easy to find, but there was
you
some
played
year
what,
ago.
like 10 years ago?
No, 2 years, 1 year ago.
Yeah. No, we were in our little Quake Live craze in the house for a while, but still, like you search, and it's actually quite hard to find a game these days.
Oh, really?
Not a lot of people online. So
I know
it's kind
that it's been like that in
frustrating to
US
see.
for a long time, though.
Pardon me?
I know it has been like that for US for a long time.
I'm
But
talking
maybe talking about American and Rafa, for example, I saw that he's actually going to attend IPL 5 also in Shootmania with ID and Clock.
Yeah, I think he's playing for. Isn't there an SK gaming team in Shootmania?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Which is also cool that SK is bringing in a new division.
It's not an official division,
No,
I
but
guess, but it's I know what you mean.
Playing on the
I
SK
mean,
brand.
looking at SK, I mean, what are they doing at the moment? They got their LoL team, and then they've got what?
MC.
Rafa and MC, and then
Yeah.
nothing.
I don't know if they have any other players.
What,
though.
FIFA?
I don't think they have any FIFA
It's
players.
Didn't the FIFA guy win at
basically
ESWC?
I don't know. They've been disappearing. SK. It's a weird.
Really? Was
Yeah.
it the SK guy winning
I thought
FIFA?
it was I thought it was SK guy that won FIFA.
Was he a
I'm
German?
pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I'm not sure.
And,
Maybe
and
they've signed
also,
us
but
new.
that's also another point. A talking point is that FIFA is actually picking up. Virgin Media are throwing massive tournaments, like 400K or something prize pool next year.
Really?
Yeah,
I missed
For
it.
Yeah,
FIFA.
same as they threw that 1.6 million or whatever
For Battlefield
Battlefield
3.
3 tournament like a year ago.
That never
Mhm.
happened.
Really?
Yeah,
Did that happen?
and it happened like
yeah, but Virgin
Virgin
Gaming.
Gaming.
Virgin Gaming.
Never
has been doing a
happened.
couple of
Yeah, it never
tournaments like
happened?
that.
never happened 1 year later.
Where are you going, man?
Virgin Gaming made a tournament for FIFA last year as well, 400K. So it's not a new thing. There's a Danish guy that won it.
I don't know. He just left.
Everybody, move the
That's
camera.
James.
Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? It's more of, Quake Live definitely suffering in the player department. And people saying, oh, a BLC guy hating on Quake Live. No, I know exactly how you motherfuckers feel because BLC is the same way
Yeah.
right now.
Fun thing, I think EA released Battlefield 1942 last week for free.
Oh, really?
And even before that, there were more players in Battlefield 42 than there was in Quake Live, I guess, online. There's still
42
people-
was a sick
there's
fucking
still-
game.
No, I mean, there's still people playing Battlefield 42. It's crazy. I mean, it's
Was it
weird.
10-year
Yeah.
anniversary? No?
Yeah, 10-year anniversary.
Cool.
It's weird how id Software is paying no attention at all to the game or the community. 'Cause, I mean, they could grow
Hey,
it.
they
could-
released a zombie mod, man.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
they could. I mean, they could grow it organically. They could put one community manager / marketing guy on it and have that guy trying to grow it. Because if they
Mhm.
could basically grow it like Riot is growing League of Legends, and I mean it's weird because they got
yeah.
a big product there that they aren't using. It's a major brand that they aren't using.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they must be working on some random Quake 5 things.
But I think a lot of things do change within it, and listening to John Carmack, a lot of things do change in the way that I think that Quake Live
Wait.
was more or less the platform for him to build up something with
happened to
stats,
League
and you
of
didn't have to download anything. You can play within the
Yeah.
browser
What happened to the League
in
of Legends
a high FPS game, and I think that project more or less had to die before he could complete it because he had to focus for Rage, I think, and maybe. And now I think after Doom 3, the BFG that they released this fall, they put all the resources into Doom 4, right?
I don't know.
Is it Doom 4?
It's just...
Or is it Quake 5?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Doom 4.
It's
So
just,
I think what it is trying to do now is that they're trying to get out more titles faster because they cannot have such a long development phase that they had for Rage. And I mean, Rage was a broken game when it was released, and I think John Carmack was really, really ashamed of himself that they fucked up that hard with Rage.
It's just weird because Quake Live has got a perfect platform, like you said. It's like it's based on the web as well. Imagine they could just embed streams inside the game. Yeah, it took too long. And
it's too little, too late, sort of thing.
But when it was developed and released in 2007, 2008 in the beta, I think it was 2008. I mean, that was before the real Facebook era or the iPad era or anything like that. So I think the platform, if you would have pushed it more and get it to other games, they could have been really successful. And I guess they didn't earn a single penny on it. So that's just a shame.
Money on it, but it's
But we need. I mean, both Epic and id are not releasing any top-notch games anymore.
There's still the possibility there to just. I mean, adding in like a ranking system and stuff is easy when you have a platform like that. It's just weird that they're using it.
We need.
They might use it for. They might use it for Quake 5 or Doom 4.
Yes, they will. But I think we need the Ice Frog for FPS to join up with John Carmack and create the ultimate FPS game. I think the technical part is what I mean. John Carmack is just fantastic looking with input lag, how the mouse is working, the screen is working, all the technique with the rendering, with the FPS, with everything like that. But he is not a game developer in the regard of how it feels.
Yeah, he's not a tech guy.
Yeah, tech guy.
He's not a user-friendly kind of guy then, I guess. I don't know.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and move on from the FPS subject now that Chad is raging. Ice Climbers?
Yeah,
what about Ice Climbers? I'm glad that you're growing your beard back, man.
Ice Climbers, best esports game.
Ice Climbers?
Ice Climbers, best Quake 3 clan.
What was that?
Ice Climbers.
Go for it. Yeah. Well, like, all right.
Continue.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now. We have we had a LOL section until Trance deleted it. So we're actually going to get into...
Scroll up.
You deleted the League of Legends section.
Oh, Bloodline Champions.
There's nothing in Bloodline Champions.
Of course.
He's saying
This coming from you. This coming from you, man.
So bad.
Rub it in,
so
seriously.
We can stay another hour.
No, they fucking destroyed Bloodline Champions, man. They fucking took a pickaxe to that.
Wait,
fucking-
everybody's
even
speaking
go
at
there.
the same time. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Take charge, Semmler.
What? No, Headhunter and Sentinel and Bloodline Champions. Fucking retarded, please.
There's
dear
nothing
God.
in Bloodline Champions.
There's nothing.
Stop,
There's
go.
no news in Bloodline Champions.
Continue.
So it's not gonna. No, the news is that it's not gonna be a DreamHack for the first time in like 2-3 years.
We talked about
Something like that.
last week.
So it's like no Bloodline Champions tournament happening this time at all. It's guaranteed. So sorry, BLC fans, you guys can still play it in the BYOC, but there's not going to be any competition. So hopefully that the money that they're saving on that is going into brighter things for the game. We're actually going to move on now to some of the more random topics that we have here. We have Origin actually adds Twitch broadcasting. And this is actually something that Hellspawn has a lot to say on it, as seeing as how him and Trance were getting in a heated argument during the last break on the subject. So Hellspawn, you want to actually like lead us off on this?
I mean, this is extremely huge for Twitch. We have seen them in the last maybe the last year, trying to move closer and closer to gaming developers.
Right. So real quick, before we get into this, actually, could you go ahead and kind of inform the layman what Origin is and what this means?
Origin is the platform for EA for their main titles. I don't think that they have included all their titles yet.
It's like Steam for EA.
Yeah,
It's like
Steam for EA. So it's a competitor with Steam and Activision.
In some ways, because it's only EA games.
Yeah.
So far. But
Yes.
Steam is anything.
But I mean, Steam from the beginning was also only Valve games, right?
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Start with Counter-Strike only.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, so Origin has got a lot of critique. I think they had something called before EA. They had like 2 or 3 platforms, and they haven't really worked out. And Origin is the latest one. Got a lot of critique, for example, with Battlefield 3. I think it worked better with Star Wars, the Old Republic, but still, it's not working as good as Steam. Everybody's kind of agreeing on that part. Okay. Anyway, EA is, I don't know if they are the biggest gaming developer, but they are for sure one of the biggest powerhouses in
Publishers.
publishers and gaming developers. They're having the FIFA games and the NHL games, and
It's basically EA and Activision fighting for the top spot.
yes, those two are the biggest contenders. And Simon, Twitch going into EA is of course really cool. And actually, that I don't know how it's going to work, but I guess that more or less you can stream directly from the game throughout the Twitch platform in some kind of perspective.
Is that right, Trans?
Yeah, it's integrated with Origin. So anybody who was in the beta, it's like an option in Origin thingy. If you opt in for the beta, you would have gotten that update. And they have like a Twitch tab there next to your My Games and all that, so you can configure everything. And then when you're in game, you just bring up Origin as you bring Steam in game, you know, and you just boom.
And you can just stream directly like
Yes.
that. That's pretty fucking
on a channel.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good feature. It's like, yeah,
And we've seen
regardless of-
Twitch being able to promote and own 3D and all of those promote gaming new games like World of Warcraft get released, a lot of World of Warcraft streams, and then okay, you find interest, you want to play the game your own. But still, for EA to take a partnership with Twitch, it's huge for Twitch because EA is such a massive company. The funny thing of it all is that a few hours later, Activision released a partnership with YouTube and with the Black Ops 2. And for me, that was not only that YouTube is signing a competitor compared to EA and Twitch, it's also that actually at Gamescom, Twitch TV together with Activision was showcasing Black Ops 2 that you can actually stream directly from the game. And now YouTube has stolen it from Twitch. And I mean, Activision, they're working with a company also called Blizzard. So Activision Blizzard Entertainment. Maybe we can see a bigger partnership with all the Activision games with YouTube, which of course would be bad for Twitch.
Exactly. You lose, what, StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft?
I think you're going out on many
No,
limbs
but
here.
well,
and
there's a lot of
guesses and
limbs to go out on.
assumptions.
It could be.
It's just one game streaming from one game, which is Black Ops. You know, it can mean, of course, anything.
Yeah, it's not as massive
And
as
you,
the EA
you
Twitch.
can't say they
yet.
stole anything because we don't know what goes in the background, like what deals they made.
No, but we
you know,
saw that
or-
at Games. What are you saying?
No.
At Gamescom, Black Ops were
Yeah, they
working
showcased
with.
it. Yeah, of course,
Yes.
which should give a hint of people of maybe what's to come or anything.
Yeah.
But whatever happened, Jules was good shit. But anyway, whatever happened.
But
was,
also, cool thing is that if I look into YouTube Live, I think actually Call of Duty has been by far the biggest game of viewers and streams. So for YouTube to keep the Call of Duty players into the platform is of course really.
Can you stream from your console as well? I guess not.
I don't know. I haven't
Is that-
read into it,
I
but
thought
I
that was
guess.
the point, that you're going to tap into the
Yes.
console player market, which is
I think
vast.
that's the point. Yeah. So we are not only seeing like the platform with streaming. Now the developers are moving into streaming part, and I think that's going to be really good for esports because no matter how you look into it, esports will more or less always be a small industry compared to the gaming developer industry. So getting publisher money into platforms and using the same technique will most likely strengthen everything. For example, I would guess that Twitch can get a lot of money building infrastructure to make their platform even stable because EA is demanding it more than the partners Twitch are working with. For
Absolutely.
example.
You would hope
I
that a
think
partnership
EA is
goes
more
both ways.
demanding than like Mouse Sports or Dignitas.
Yeah, for sure. Mouse Sports or Dignitas is maybe not as demanding.
Smaller brands.
But we see a shift here. We see a shift, and I think that overall in esports in our industry, we see that I thought that 2012 would be the stabilizing year. I think it has been, but I think 2013 will be the year setting new.
Standard.
No, a new direction. We will see. I think what happened next year makes a lot of difference for the upcoming 2 to 3 years. This was more of a landing point to everybody. I think that
Consolidating everything basically 2012.
yeah, but not
now
only
we're-
that. I think it was more of understanding what you are and where your competitors and where your corporations can be. And I think, for example, the DreamHack or the Valencia Congress, Esport Congress. I think, for example, for the esport guys were a big opener. And for example, Dustin Browder from Blizzard were there. And I think it opened a lot of eyes into people for people. And I think that a lot of people trying to set, let's say, the minds what they should do, what kind of cooperation they would do. And I think these two, for example, Origin working with Twitch and Activision moving closer to youth, is to really big changes.
And it doesn't seem like it could be anything but good as well. It's going to mean more eyeballs on the games and more eyeballs on the competitive scene, don't you think?
I think it would be a bumpy road for sure, especially as we see the big developers, how to say, getting more interest into esports. Maybe we will have to pick and choose.
Especially companies like EA, who are famous for basically devouring any company they work with. So are we going to be seeing EA Twitch soon here? Or?
I don't know. Maybe they will buy the whole shit. I don't know.
Westwood, DICE, Twitch, all fucked up.
Well, whatever.
By EA.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay, whatever.
Just not to be too much, but it could be like if you're gonna broadcast a Battlefield 4 tournament, you have to use Twitch, and if you're gonna broadcast a Black Ops tournament, you have to use YouTube. And then suddenly, if you're gonna have both tournaments, it's get tricky. You never know, but it can be like that. We're seeing other kind of in sport, for example, with
many
arenas.
names far down the road. Just like
Yeah,
let's stick to the
but I
present.
think what's happening next
We have
year
to keep
can set
things
the
simple
road.
for Trans. You see,
Yes,
the studios
keep them to
start
the present,
complicating
simple,
things,
whatever,
He
it's
loses
like-
his way and then looks for a Mercedes to rob. And,
We're going to like
it's just like
Anyways,
Right.
we should wrap this up. Come on,
we're gonna go ahead and
Half
call it a
an-
night then. All right, so
half an hour overboard.
It's really just kind of a wait and see sort of thing, seeing as how this is so fresh. So we're going to see, what decisions these companies are going to make down the road, really, and how it's going to affect us. But I think, you ready to call it a night too? Yeah.
Did Tugi get a haircut?
Scrib is just chilling here.
Like, what happened with James? Is that
Fuck cares. So, guys, we're actually going to call it a night. I'd like to thank our fine guests, our fine gentlemen here, Hellspawn and NewmaN, of course. They're always here to help us and give us their insight. So thanks very much, guys, for being on the show. Sexy week, right back. And thank you, Trance, for handling the production tonight. As always, a pleasure when you're in a good mood. What's up?
wEppas.
Yeah, wEppas as well for being on the
Fuck
big
that
He's
guy.
disappeared from the...
He didn't even know what teams were in fucking G1.
Are you upset,
Scriff,
Scriff?
we need to have you in the fucking corner next week, okay?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Thanks, Scriff, for sitting in for James. Also, James for running away like a little bitch. So, guys, that's it for tonight from the studio. We'll see you all next... No, we actually won't, because we're all going to be heading to DreamHack. So be sure to tune in to DreamHack next week for all the Dota 2 content that the good studio is going to be putting out. And maybe I'll join the BYOC for StarCraft. We'll see.
Oh.
So, see you guys all. Take care. Have a great night. And peace.